Hey, welcome back to my stream. We're gonna get to this in just a second. But yeah, welcome back. Today we're making some reusable cotton rounds today. That's what we're doing today. Today we're doing that. I'm not sick, but you will see in just a minute, I've run out of my allergy meds. So I'm a little congested. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Pinecone. This little girl had 7 teeth removed on Wednesday. They gave me her teeth. I got to keep her teeth without even having to ask. And they gave me some x-rays. So I made a journal spread out of them. I made it in the style of the Tooth Fairy. So this is a Tooth Fairy wand. It doesn't have a tooth on it. I probably should have put a tooth on it, but this is a tooth over here. It says, Princess Piney gets her teeth removed, 7 all at once. They actually wanted to take all of them, but I told them no, because it didn't feel right to take out all of her teeth without warning her. So, yeah, I made a little spread of her teeth and how much it cost. It cost me like $1,300. So, very exciting. We're going to do some junk journaling really quick before we get started with the reusable cotton rounds. I just really wanted to do this. Plus, it's been a while since I've done a daily junk. So, I've got some stuff here today to use. I really enjoy this. I think it's very cute. So, we need a glue stick. I'm starting with this butter container. I want to get this O. I want this O up in here. I think it's cute. So I'm just gonna start. Anyway, she is doing better now. She hasn't really been drinking water, which is frustrating because she needs to drink water. And they were like, hey, if she doesn't drink water within 24 hours, let us know. I'm like, okay. I've been sneaking it into her food, like really putting it in there, and that seems to be working, but she's not drinking out of her, at least from what I can tell, drinking out of her water fountain, the cup, like the bowl, or the sink, and she loves the sink. She freaking loves the sink, dude. So it's kind of out of character in that regard. It's kind of out of character for her to not want out of the sink. So I called today and told them, hey, this is what's happening. You know, this is the new one. I also got new glue sticks, so we're not going to run out of glue. Anyway. There's our O from our butter container. Back to Pinecone. So she has been ingesting water for sure, but she hasn't been drinking it. She also has been silent for like the past 2 days. Today she's finally started like whining. She's Piney whiny, so she's got to whine, you know what I mean? So it was really great to hear her whine this morning. I've been patting her butt and everything and like scratching her a lot, which she doesn't really like. But I know it'll get like a response out of her. So that's what I've been doing. And she did whine. She's also ecked at the birds out the window, which is also a good sign because she's definitely been watching them but hasn't been ecking. So she's finally started ecking. She's getting her voice back. I hope it's because of the water that I put in her food. She's peeing fine. She hasn't pooped yet. Yeah, so I'm hoping that we don't have to go back in. I also took off work today because I've been so sick. I've been so anxious I've made myself sick. And that's, yeah. I was gonna try, I was really, because I only have a few days left of like my sick days. Right now, after today, I have 1.5 days left. So, that's fun and exciting. But I tried to like pull through, but in the middle of the night I had like the worst stomach pains of my life. Like truly some of the worst stomach pains of my life. And I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. My stomach is cramped, it's time, like it's done, it's gonna feel better. It did not. I was eating breakfast and it just was not happening for me, so. We have to make sure we bend that so it can stay in. You might also see behind me that I've put up the paper chain. I also created, I like made it a little bit longer so that it could go all the way around the room, because originally it did not go all the way around, so. Hopefully that stays. My Claritin. And then I also have a pharmacy bag. I'm gonna get out this card here. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I'm like, no, I can't make it happen today. I have to stay home or I'm gonna vomit. So, there we go. I don't have one for today. Not quite yet, anyway. But the show that I'm in is going well. We have Tech Week next week, which is part of the reason why I took off today, or why I tried to pull through today, because then if I take off next week, that just leaves me with 1 day for the rest of the school year, so I'm not super happy about that. Oh, I do remember what I was going to do for today. I'm going to get it right now, actually. So we're making reusable cotton rounds today, and I'm using this towel that I got from Dollar Tree, and this is the tag of it from Dollar Tree. I like this top part, so I'm gonna take it off. Nice. This, I will say, junk journaling is kind of dangerous for me because I'm a hoarder at heart. It runs in my genes. I got hoarder tendencies. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep that because I might need it one day to do a junk journal spread. Do I really need that? Do I? Because I don't think so. There we go. So now we're caught up with our junk journal. With my junk journal, I should say. We're caught up in all that. I will throw away the tiny bits because I don't think I will ever use them. So, but I'll keep the big ones. Perfect. Okay, let's put that back in our little bag of junk stuff. Over here, you can't see it, it's off screen. So far this is my junk journal. Shall we do a junk journal tour? I still haven't decorated the front. I don't know what I want to do. But then I also have the title page that I also want to do. Did I bring home my markers? I didn't bring home markers per se, but I also have this fabric. Maybe I could use this fabric. Maybe that could work. And then some of this. Of course it's not stained. Some pots here. My movie page, sorry. My movie page. And then my first actual spread. So, and I will say this made me feel better. I did this off screen, sorry about that, but it made me feel much better about the whole situation because it was very stressful. They wanted to take all of her teeth. They said, can we have all of her teeth actually? And I'm like, what? Why? And it's because she has root reabsorption, so her roots are disappearing on her teeth, and so her teeth are just loose in her head. They even told me that one of them actually popped out as they were like probing, so that was fun. But I got to keep them, so that's nice. Anyway, this is the daily jog so far. I'm having a good time. I do wish I had a stamp, like a punch. I'll probably buy one. I might just. Anyway, so that's this so far. I'm gonna put it away. Where it goes is in here, and we should get started on my reusable cotton rounds. So the reason why I'm doing this now is because I want them for Tech Week, because I don't really like the waste that they create, and I always forget to refill them, and I'm just going to try and make as many as possible. So here's my serger. It's getting caught on my thing. Here's my serger. I got it from Facebook Marketplace. I paid like 90 bucks for it. It's a white Speedy Lock differential 1600. It's already been threaded. I will say, when I was in college, I was in a class, costume construction class, and we had a serger. It was a really nice serger, and it had that, like, I don't even know what to call it, but you like press a button because you have to thread down here. I don't know if you can see that. It has suction cups on the bottom, but you have to thread down here, and usually it has to go like into the machine. I don't actually think this one does that. This one was a pain to thread, especially since I don't have the manual. So I had to like look it up and try and find it and figure it out, which I did. But then in here, like in the mechanism, I didn't have any tweezers, so it was really, really difficult to get it through. But some sergers they have to go into the machine, so you like shove it in and then you press a button and it uses air to push the thread through so that it comes out where it needs to come out. And I'm like, that's freaking awesome. I wish I had that. But it was from this nice little old man whose wife had passed away, and he said it was just like kind of collecting dust. So, yeah. This is my serger. And it's threaded with white thread because I don't have any other thread. But that's okay. So let's start, I guess. Here's our specimen. I'm going to move this out of the way. Here's our specimen and our template and our marking utensil. So I've kind of already tested this marker. I want them to be a little bit bigger, so I think I'm going to go in with this. I am going to cut them out like in a square. I kind of want to just try this one first. Should we just try? I think I'm going to just try. So it might be loud, okay? And if you don't know what a serger, I'm also not going to back it with anything. I was going to back it with like a cotton fabric, but I like having both sides because I actually use both sides of the cotton round anyway. So anyway, if you don't know what a serger is, it has a knife and 2 needles, and it's what creates that like this kind of thing. I guess more like this. It's kind of like an overlocking machine. It cuts the raw edge and also overlocks it with thread, so it doesn't come undone. I really hope this works. Let's start on the thin side. I'm nervous. It might be loud. Let's just go for it. Oh, I have to. There we go. Did it work? Oh my god, it did. And then we cut it. Bing, bang, boom. It's not perfect. And then we have like all this extra crap here that I'm going to use to do something else later. But so this is what we have. It creates like that overlocked edge. It is really thin. It is super thin. I think that's part of the problem, is that it's really thin. I think we do need to back it with some cotton fabric. So in comes my big old bag of fabric here. We have this one. It can be pretty nice. I think I will actually use this one. How did I do on staying on the lines? I did okay. It's hard because you also can't pin it. I think I'm gonna use this flowery one. Okay. We're problem solving in real time. Scooch over. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to lay this out first. Lay this on top. I feel like I should go here. I don't know. This part's already been used. Right, so then and we're not worried about right sides or wrong sides because we're serging. So at least now with this, I can use my pen. These friction pens, friction pilot pens, they work really well. And they come off, so with heat, it disappears with heat, so I'm just gonna trace it. Sorry, I'm quiet again. I'm focused. I was really conflicted about taking off work today because I'm like, oh, I can do it. Even though I didn't really want to. You know, because I can do hard things. I can do something even if I don't want to or it's hard, right? But also, I felt sick. You know what I'm saying? I felt really sick and I didn't want to deal with that, so. Okay. You also can't use pins on a serger. At least that's what I've been taught, that you're really not supposed to use pins on a serger. Okay, let's hope this goes a little bit better. I'm also going to cut this down, this edge down, because it's the edge of the thing, and also the selvage is what we call that. In the biz, it's called the selvage. I'm really hoping this works a little bit better. Okay. Then we're going to pull this in. Bring in the serger and see what happens. Shall we? Lift up the presser foot. You can barely see what I'm doing, but it's fine. Here we go. also like lift and readjust. Lift and readjust. It's kind of coming out of where I need it to be. Am I gonna work well? Should I maybe do squares instead? I'm thinking I should do squares instead. That seems to be working the best. Plus it's like the one thing I know how to do is squares. I'm making a lemon shape, it seems. Just to fix up that edge. These aren't looking too hot. I'm thinking a square instead. Yeah, I'm better at squares. These are just so small and curves are already really hard, but they're cute anyway. Like, it's so fun. Okay. The one thing about serging is that you create glitter. You create fabric glitter, and it's the most frustrating thing in the whole world. Okay, we're just gonna do squares because that's something that I know how to do. I also need to remember where the line is. Alright, see, much better. Much, much better. Lift. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Lift some extra bit. Okay, there we go. Down. Boom. I can't find my snips either. See all this? That's the most frustrating part. It just makes a huge mess. And all that in there, it's just... Anyway, I can't find my snips, so... Also, I think we'll have a little bit less waste with the squares, which is good. That's what we want. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Cute. Hi. She's making noise over there. That's good. We want her to make noise. She hasn't meowed in 2 days. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cute. And let's test. Fair. Slay. Okay, so we have two weirdos, right? Two oddballs. And then we have a really good one. Slay. Perf. Okay. And the best part about a serger is that you don't really have to finish your seams because it finishes it for you. I hate finishing seams. I hate pressing seams. I just let the stuff fray. I'm not even joking. I just let shit fray. You're really not supposed to do that, but I do it anyway. I do it anyway. I think I figured out also the kind of measuring lines with this. There's a little notch on here that I think is telling me where the needle hits the fabric, which I appreciate. The thing about squares is that there's multiple seams. like starts and ends, which means it can, and you don't go backwards on a serger. So you tend to fray with a square. We're killing this. I'm slaying right now. Okay, that's good because then I can just use these as a template, kind of. Cute. Boom. That's nice. Okay, yeah, the towel is too thin. It definitely needs that second layer. And I can even test them today. I wish I had my snips. I don't know where my snips went. I think I left them behind somewhere. Okay. Our done pile can be over here on the side. Okay. Time to scooch this out of the way. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to snip this off. I'm going to use all this fabric, I think. And I'm going to start by going this way. I think I can make a few more out of this. So I'm going to cut this off and come back to it later. And for now, I'll also cut this part off. Probably won't be using this later, so I can put it in my scrap pile. She's ecking. Meow meow. Yeah. Is your meow back? Thank goodness. How exciting. Thank goodness. I do want to match up my edges though, so that I get the most bang for my buck out of my fabric. I didn't press this at all, so do as I say, not as I do. Press your fabric. There we go. Okay. And I'm just gonna snip this off since and I'm doing it blind. Of course, I'm not doing it blind. I'm using my other senses to snip off the bottom there. Perf. Okay. How many can I fit across? I think. I think I can manage 4. I think I can make it happen. Do I have a ruler? I have a tape measure. I should put my tape measure over here. I also have my tape measure. Like my tape measure instead of just a measuring tape. It's 9 3/4. 9 3/4 divided by like 4. What is that, 2? Don't make me do math. Don't make me do math. I'm gonna do math. 9.75 divided by 4. About 2.8. A little under 2.5. Lock that in. Get my marker. I am kind of just eyeballing it. What I'm doing now is I'm going to cut even strips. And I'm going to cut those into even pieces. You know, something I did find at the Idea store was a set of automatic scissors. I've never used it. I've never once used them or even like considered if they worked. I just bought them and I still haven't used them. I need a project that I would use it on, but I hate making circle skirts. This would be one of those times that it would be probably a really good idea to use it, but anyway. Okay, cool. So now let's see how many we can fit across, like down the way. Okay. I'm going to start by folding it, cutting it, folding it again, cutting it, and then cutting it down the middle. Some of these are going to be really small, but that's okay. These are really small, actually. Oh well. Okay. I think this was the skinniest strip of all of them, so I think it'll be okay. Move this in just a bit. Make sure they're lined up pretty good. The nice thing is that I can kind of avoid the knife and still get what I need out of this. You know, I can avoid the knife and get the size that I want. So much fabric glitter. Ugh. This serger works awesome. He had said that his wife never really used it. And I didn't do anything to it before starting, so I didn't service it or anything. This is just a really tiny one for tiny makeup. You know, tiny makeup. Makeup for ants. Very small. So small compared to this one. So itty bitty, actually. That's okay. 2 sizes is fine. It could be a whole thing. It could be like a bit. You know? So the rest of these are pretty the right size, I guess. I was really going based off of the size of my fabric, so. I'm wondering if I could do it in strips and then serge off little pieces or something. I wonder if that would work. Serge the edges, cut them down, and then serge on that last side. That might actually be a good idea. I wish I had my snips. I also wish that this had a stitch cutter on it. I don't think there is a stitch cutter. Like a thread cutter. Like on a sewing machine, you can like lift it up and pull it down and it will, there's like a little razor blade kind of thing. Which is nice. Yeah, these are just little ones. I do like the big ones more. But I do have all of the rest of this, so. Sorry, I thought I heard water. My ceiling fell through. I don't know if I talked about that. I'm pretty sure I did talk about it last time. My ceiling fell through, and now whenever I hear water, I freak out, so. The downside of a serger is that you get one shot because there is a knife. And seam ripping serge lines is hell. It's literal torture. I think I'm gonna come back to these. I'm gonna serge the other ones and come back to this. Because I'm not liking how small they are. I'm really not, so. I much prefer the bigger ones. I can't believe that they're so different in size. Like, legitimately, how did they get so small? You know? But it's fine. We're gonna come back to that. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just serge the whole thing, the whole line. You also have to be so careful with, like, making sure your fabric isn't on top of itself. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no, don't get into the glitter. Get out of there, get out. A nice serge line, looking good. There is glitter everywhere, I'm gonna have to vacuum. I need like a bucket. Do I have a bucket? Or like a bag or something? I don't think I do. I'm gonna actually put it over here. Okay, so there's that. Next is this side. You can barely see what I'm doing. I'm really sorry about that. looking good. Boom. Making a weird noise. Boom. And there's thread stuck to me. Okay. Ugh. It just makes tiny little microscopic pieces of like thread glitter and fuzz, and I'm like, stop, please. I can't handle it. Okay, so now we have our strip. I'm gonna cut it down into pieces. So that I can actually choose the size. It takes away 2 of the 4 edges, which is fine. No problem with that, really. Except for the end, where you just have the one. And that's the thing, it overlocks the edges for you that you've cut. So, boom. Better size for sure. So far we have like a small, a medium, and a large, even though the medium and the large are basically the same. So, oh, we still have more of that fabric, which is good. Now I'm dropping everything. I don't know why I thought they'd all end up being the same size. I guess I had more faith in my abilities than I should have. This is going much faster. Boom. Killing it. Do I need to sharpen my scissors? Seems as though I definitely need to. A serger, I will say, is helpful, at least in my opinion, the most with gathers. Like if you're gonna gather something, it keeps it from fraying because you have to pull on it and everything. I do like it for that. It's great for finishing off seams, like raw edges, so that I don't have to do like a fold over seam, because I hate doing seams. I hate it. I just leave it to fray. She's ecking at the birds. Get it, Piney. I'm so glad that she's feeling better enough to eck at the birds. I was really worried for her for a minute because I was getting real sad about the whole situation. What if I made a really big one? I don't think that's how it works, but and I'd need my sewing machine, which I do have, but I'm gonna try and make these ones a little bit bigger. Making sure it's all lined up. Did I miss? Oh, I missed. There was a part that I missed. Right in there. Ugh. Do I think I can fix it? I'll fix it when it's shorter. That's what I will do. Because doing the whole line is gonna be frustrating. Boom. My tummy is feeling a bit better. So every once in a while, like right now, it hurts, but then it stops hurting for a bit. I think I'm burnt out. I think that's the main issue, is that life is getting really tough. So, and I had a crazy week. What with the gnats biting me and my ceiling leaking and Pinecone acting weird and needing surgery and it taking 5 days to fix my ceiling and just not being able to sit on my couch, which is, you know, part of my routine, and it's just been a lot. And doing spelling bee rehearsals. Spelling bee rehearsals make me happy, but it's just a lot. You're just covered in it constantly. It's everywhere. But I'm gonna use it to stuff my pregnancy pillow that I'm making. Not that I'm pregnant, but I saw that it's really good. You can get one if you're hypermobile. Not you're allowed, but if you're hypermobile, you could get one and it would help you, like, help you sleep better. Like sleep more comfortably, which is what I need. This is awesome. I freaking love serging. I'm so glad I took that class, because without it I would not have known that serging was a thing. Just back in. These two are gonna be kind of small, but that's okay. Bing, bang, boom. I'm gonna try these out later too. And then some of them, because you have to wash them, obviously. But, like, hold on. Those ended up being the exact same size. Have fun. But if I have enough, then I don't have to wash them as often. And I'm not doing a full beat for my show because I'm supposed to be a child. So it's really, I'm not going to be using my, like, foundation, like my makeup foundation. My normal, like, not my normal either, my Stage Makeup Foundation because A, it's unneeded, and B, it's not really the right color for me right now. So I'm gonna use my BB cream that I haven't used yet, but hopefully it'll give me some color, and I won't have to do like a foundation, and hopefully then I won't need a whole bunch of makeup remover. Oh shit, not paying attention. And now there's thread in my nose. Oh. There's thread in my nose. In my nose and my face. This is where I need to redo it, I think. Let me just do that really quick. Bye. Everything just fell off. And you know what? Maybe I'll work on my, after this, although this is probably gonna take me a while, I'll work on my journal. Who knows? Put this more underneath. There we go. I wish I had a little goblin or like an elf that would cut my ends for me. It's kind of like how in crochet you have to weave in your ends. I never ever do that. Ever, never, never. Sometimes I do, but not often. Very rarely, because I hate it. There is something different about a serger as well compared to a sewing machine where you don't raise the foot and set it down every time, like on where you want to serge, because the knife comes before the serging. Like the knife comes before the needle. Needles, I should say, there's two, and so I have to like shove it in each time, which I think does have a detriment to accuracy, but I heard somewhere that you can turn the knife off. Hi, kitty girl. You feeling okay? Yeah. I really love this fabric. I like that the green really works. Because it's a very muted green of this side. It's very blue, very muted. But I like it. We're doing good. She's rolling around. Because the knife causes some problems, especially with inner curves. So like curves like this. This is an outer curve. It's like an inner curve. If you're serging along there, you can gouge your fabric, which sucks, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm really digging these. I think I could get a whole face of makeup off on this. I don't really put a lot of makeup on, but I think I totally could get like the whole thing off. Yeah. I'm getting a little sleepy. This is such a mess. I need like a bag that just like hangs here. I can whoosh. hard to watch all three things at once. The needle, the fabric, and the knife. Also, this is stretchy and this fabric is not. I'm having some trouble. For example, I think I missed again over here. Oh wait, actually, no I didn't. Nice. I thought I missed. But... And then I would love a little thread cutter up here, just like... But alas, 'tis not the case. Why are my scissors acting so strange? I must need to sharpen them, I guess. A bit of a kind of a miss right there, but not as bad as earlier. See how that like didn't want to go in? I'm like, I have to shove it in, but there's a knife there. I'm gonna cut myself, bro. Like, it's gonna get me. It's gonna get me. I'm scared. Although, you shouldn't show fear. You're not supposed to show fear. I'm at the point where I don't want to cut strings off, but I must. This would have been awesome. I decided to try. Sorry, I'm counting 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Nice. Plus the 2 here, and then all these that I haven't made yet. So. I'm also pretty sure I'm missing a part of this machine. There's supposed to be a cover right here. I'm pretty sure, and it's not here, so. And that's usually because you can take it off and then sew like a sleeve or something small and circular, but I don't have it, so it's kind of causing me some issues, but it's fine. What if I made crazy shapes? What I usually do, here's what I usually do. If I'm taking off stage makeup, I will go crazy with the micellar water, just because I'm taking off a whole bunch. Boom, boom, boom. And then wipe it off and get it off. And then I take another one to dry and dry off my face because I put too much micellar water on there. So a lot is good. Plus then I can get through tech week without having to wash them in the middle of tech week. Plus I think I could just wash them in the sink, you know, hand wash. how it like didn't want to go? It's frustrating. I have house tour stuck in my head. I'm coming around to the music video. It just wasn't what I thought. It was a little too dark. Like, I was expecting like vibrant colors. It was just a little bit too dark. And I like the idea of it being like, oh, house tour of a house that isn't yours. She sees a bird. She's gone. Is there a birdie? Sorry, everything stops when she sees a birdie. She's staring very intently. Oh, her eyes are getting big. They're getting big and then small, and then big and then small. What a cutie. Come on. I think my scissors need sharpened. I don't want to do that. Somebody used, well, first off, there's like paint. I don't know what the hell that's all about. But I'm pretty sure somebody at my sorority house, while I was working on my capstone, used these to cut paper. Don't use fabric scissors to cut paper, you guys. Don't fucking do that. That's evil. Don't do that. Especially if they're not yours. Like, what are you doing? This is what we have so far. Loving it. I'm gonna put them over here so we have room to work. I don't think we need this anymore. Do you want the house tour? Do we have enough to do another? Oh, I don't think so. This is from earlier. I'm gonna make it even. Or as even as I can get. Don't worry about the scraps, it's okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. We're just gonna search the whole thing. All around the edges. Because why not? Perf. Looking good. I got gouged in the middle there. Iron your fabric, y'all. Press your fabric before you start a project. Always, always, always. Because then you can avoid problems like this that I'm currently having. Problems, they're consequences, I should say. kind of got a little bit, what's the word? Jammed, I guess. That was not a good idea because now everything's kind of uneven. And see right there, it didn't even grab it. I'm not gonna try and fix it right now. I'll fix it later. Yeah, you gotta press your fabric. My goal also is to keep some of these in my room instead of just like in the bathroom because I tend to forget to take off my makeup. Like every time I do my makeup, I forget to take it off, genuinely. And so I'm thinking of keeping these like on my desk or like by my bed. So that when I do forget, I just have it ready. Fixed that problem. But right now, I will really only be doing makeup at Sweeney Spelling Bee. It's jumping. I'm getting some puckers, which is not good, but that's my own fault. I'm trying to take a shortcut. I wonder if this would be enough. I could like stop after these. Because I did buy two thinking that they weren't going to be very big. And then they ended up being like the perfect size and quite large. Did I get it? Got it. I should like check and make sure that it's catching the... I should honestly do it on the green side. I don't know why I'm not. Oh well, I'm just gonna keep going. I wonder if this is what people mean. Like, I know what they're talking about, but when people say that sewing is 90% not at the sewing machine, that's how I feel. Because this isn't sewing, like, we're prepping. Like, if this was a skirt, we'd be prepping right now instead of actually sewing. I think I need to sharpen these. Some skinny ones out of that one. These are big. These are huge, LMAO. Oh, bless me. This one's so big, but it's nice. Okay. Sometimes it just doesn't want to go through. I just pinched myself with these scissors. I think my problem why I don't sergers are so hard is because a lot of the times, well, I don't know, okay, let me start that sentence over. The knife is a significant distance away from the needles, and so you might cut something and then not catch it in the needles. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the fucking point? It's a learning curve for sure. I think I'm gonna abandon these small ones. I don't really want to mess with them. I think this will be my last thing. And I'm going to donate these to the scrap pile along with this stuff because I just don't like how big they are. They're really small. Yeah, this is going to go into the scrap pile, I think, for sure. I should rename this stream Reusable Cotton Squares. Kind of in the zone, huh? I need to sit up, oh my gosh. Just you need a lot of practice with the serger because there's so many variables. That's kind of really what I'm trying to say. I mean, look at that pile. It's everywhere. It's everywhere all the time. And I don't even have my scraps like bag anywhere. I need to get one. You know what, actually? I have this. Just gonna use this. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, yes. This is exactly what I wanted. Slay. And I can put these in here as well. I won't really be using them. Here comes the girl. Hey. Here we go. Let's look at our spoils here. Huge mess. It's not a huge mess. It's a tiny mess, but still. Okay. Just gonna throw that. Perfect. Okay, so we have some cotton rounds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, hello, 20, 21, don't eat my hair, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Not bad. Not bad. All things considered. Not bad at all. Now, I kind of want a bag for them, but I don't really have a plan for that, so maybe I will come up with one later. But for now, that's really, really good. I really enjoyed that. And so my plan is to just, you know, put my micellar water on. Hey, girl. Here, sweetie. Oh, my elbow just popped. And then hand wash these. My plan here, so I think it's gonna go well. I will let you guys know, but other than that, that's it for this craft. I will probably still work on a few off stream, but yeah. Oh, just knocking things over, huh? So yeah, that's what I made today. Perfect. She's making me nervous. So now I can put all my other stuff, like my extras, like my leftover towels, in with, oh, hey girl, with this stuff. Oh my god, this bag of fabric. So, slay. Okay then, shall we do some journaling, perhaps? Let me put some stuff away and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I've put up my bangs because they were bothering me. Pinecone is still ecking at the birds. We love that for her. And I'm going to start on this. So my plan is a bunch of lines, colored lines, all around. And I have my flares here. I think that will go well. So I'm going to start by erasing this because that's pretty simple. I don't think I need to. I loved bullet journaling. Bullet journaling was like my thing because I couldn't find a planner that worked for me. And even now I don't use a planner because my life is kind of the same every day. And I just share a time tree with Jake. But I mean, when you need to keep track of homework and stuff, you know, I mean, even in college, I didn't use a bullet journal because it was a little bit more complicated. Like, I didn't have the same classes every day. I didn't have like a block class schedule at school. We had first hour, second hour, third hour, fourth hour, fifth hour, sixth hour, seventh hour, and eighth hour. Same thing every day. It didn't ever change. So I'm not super used to the idea of what am I saying? What I meant is I never did the block class, so I was used to same thing every day, and so it didn't really serve me in college anymore. So I just stopped using it. 2026, perfect. And that's when I just, also I had access, in college I had access to Microsoft Suite. So I was able to use that instead. And so there was Microsoft To Do, which was great because then I could make multiple, because what I needed was multiple to-do lists right next to each other, organized by like subject. And I was able to do that with the to-do. So I just started using that instead. And then I have a MacBook now. Just gonna do that. Sorry guys. I have a MacBook now, and so I just use the reminders, and I don't really need one in my personal life because I don't actually do a whole bunch of stuff, so I just don't use it anymore, really. J-O-U. This is a U, right? Hope so. Journal. Soup du jour, you know. Soup du jour, hot hors d'oeuvres, why we only live to serve. No one's gloomy or complaining. This is getting all over my hands. Ooh. No one's gloomy or complaining while the flower's entertaining. We tell jokes, I do tricks with my fellow candlesticks. Wisely poured and thank the Lord, I've had the napkins freshly pressed. With dessert, she'll want to eat. And my dear, that's fine with me. And I can't even see what I'm doing. L. There's L. I'm getting this all over the place. This is really messy. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of hate it. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. I just don't have anything to clean my hands with currently. And they should, but I don't, so. It's just becoming a problem. Okay, done with that. Those away as we go. She's looking at birds, y'all. She's looking at birds. Okay, I got my zebra liners because I want the vibrancy of my flares here. So I'm just gonna start go crazy with it. I used to do this all the time in school. This was like my art of choice, you know, where you like draw out your hand and then you like trace, and as you trace, once you reach the like outline of your hand, you go like a different direction or something, or you trace it completely. I guess you draw lines across the page, and then as you reach your hand, you do something different. That just so fascinated me as a kid. It's so comforting and calming. I want yellow. I'm not doing a great job, but it doesn't matter. Those are the same, aren't they? I need to take out the ones I've used. Kind of not doing the best job. Again, it doesn't really matter, does it? It looks cool though. We've reached the edge. try it again. Sorry. I've been thinking about Be Our Guest from Beauty and the Beast. Because it's now stuck in my head. Sorry, I just blacked back in. What's going on? This is an ASMR stream now. Is it looking cool? My favorite color, green. Love. I love it. It looks good. Slay. So now we have a cover. Looks cool. I like it. I like it. I'm thinking about if I want to do like some stars and put them on there or something. I think that would actually be kind of cool. What paper do I have? Or maybe there's a stamp. Nope, there's no star stamp. Let's check the bucket of paper, shall we? I want to do like stars, but I just need like white paper because I want to like pencil and then cut them out. I also have all this paper from the paper chain left. No. Although black would be pretty cute. Black might be the move. I don't have any black paper, I don't think. Oh, wait. I do have black paper. Fun. Okay. I'm gonna need another container. I'm gonna draw some stars. You can't see it because it's black paper. You can kind of see them, but I'm going to cut them out now. I'm focused again, I'm not talking, sorry. I tend to stop talking when I'm focusing. Okay, it's very derpy looking, but that's okay. She's ecking again, everyone. Pay attention, she's ecking. I'm so happy to hear her making noise. She hasn't meowed for like the past 2 days. And I was getting really worried about her, but I think her throat was just hurting her. This is when I wish I had some punches. Some paper punches. I wonder if I could just find some on Amazon. I really try not to. Oh, and then maybe I can use the little bits as well. Maybe the really small ones. Maybe not all of them. I need some really sharp scissors. I still have Be Our Guest stuck in my head. It's still actively playing. This reminds me of when I had to do a string art project. Yeah, I heard that too. A string art project. I got to do a string art project, I should say. It was in high school. String art project, and I did the Cinderella Castle as like my theme. So I just did Cinderella Castle, but in string art. And it was freaking awesome, and I still have it. It's at my house, my parents' house. The reason why I kind of chose that was I love Disney, obviously. I had been wanting to do an art piece of the castle for a minute there for a second. I had been wanting to do that. It just had never come to me. And my friend the year before, when she was in geometry, did the Cinderella's carriage with like a pumpkin and little stars that moved, which I thought was cool. So then I was like, oh, I'll just do the Cinderella Castle. That'd be cool. Another one of my friends did a Quidditch pitch, which, fuck J.K. Rowling, but it was cool. It was a cool idea, and it worked really well for the project. Sorry, again, doing it all off screen. That's my bad. I live right next to the zoo, and the zoo is now open, which means that the train goes nonstop. But I love the zoo, so it's okay. There we go. She's eating her food. That's a good sign. That's a good thing. That's what we want. There we go. Glue stick. I also love the fact that I'm doing like glue-based crafts. By glue-based, I mean you need glue, because I freaking love this glue stick. I forgot how much glue sticks rock. And like that's why we use them in school and stuff, because they rock. Boom. Like, that's it. And that's all there is to it. And that's all there is to it. This is cute. I love it. Oh no! Did I forget that one? I must have forgotten that one. Unless I did that one first and it just... Oh no, I probably did it last. And it's just decided to come off. Am I just not using this correctly? I must not be. Because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so far we have the cover, which doesn't have anything on it. And then we have our opening page, or cover page. Craft ideas and goals. Some thoughts, movies, and pinecone. She's just walking around. I'm not sure how to make that work for me, but I love it. It looks great. Oh. Hey, girl. Oh, hello. Hello. Where you going? Where you going? Is this you? Is that why you're over here? You're like, you're talking about me. Yeah, you want to sit in my lap? Yeah, you sweet girl. Oh, she's sitting in my lap. You can see her. See her butt. That's about it. There she is. A sweetie girl. Yeah, I was talking about you and your teeth. How they took them. They stole all your teeth. They wanted to take all your teeth. But I didn't let them. Because I said that would be mean to take all of your teeth. Yeah, you ready to be done? You want me to come play with you? Except you can't play with any toys for 10 days. Isn't that so sad? Yeah. Well, that's all I have to do today. So I'm thinking I will wrap up, clean up, and go about my day. Oh, so I'll see you guys later. Don't touch that. It's just paper. Yeah, she's being silly. Oh, off she goes. She's being weird. But she's purring real loud. She's a cutie pie. Alright, well, this was fun. I'll see you guys next time. Today's Friday. I'm probably also going to be streaming tomorrow. I don't have a craft in mind right now. Should we look at the craft list and decide? Yeah. Should we look and decide? Yeah. There's a collage that I want to do. Like a spread that I have an idea for. So that I could definitely do. Let's look at the craft list on my iPad. See what we can come up with. Don't eat my hair. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. Get out of here. You can't eat my hair. It's gonna hurt you. She's mad at me. She's mad. Let's look. Is it down here? Okay, yes. So let's check off some that we've already done. Starting with this one. Paper chain. Boom. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Okay. This one is done. This one is done. Okay, that one's coming along. Nice. Okay. So something else I can work on is a paper garland, because I have the paper for it. I kind of want it to be gold, but I don't have any gold paper. Oops. Pinecone decor. This one. This one. Nice. I've been getting a fishbowl curtain, but that one requires sewing, and I haven't really come up with a way to get my sewing machine in the shot and so that you see everything that I want you to see. So currently, right now, on the docket, streaming maybe tomorrow, I will probably be painting, oops, I keep doing that, painting my Mancala board, maybe making some of the beads for that as well. So yar. I'm actually kind of running out of crafts to do, and it's not even the summertime. I love doing this. This is so much fun. I do want to make the buttons, but I haven't found plates to use yet. So we shall see about that. So anyway, that's really all I have today. This was so much fun. Pleasure being with you. I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now. See you later.